What's going on, guys, and welcome to what possibly could be the best episode of JDM Cars for Sale in South Africa. I have found 27 Japanese and JDM cars, and this time some real JDM cars that I did not expect to see for sale online. Diving right into it, we're starting with the weirdest one that there's possibly here for sale, which is a 2.8 GTX that has been converted into an R34. I posted this on my Instagram last week and there were mixed reactions. A lot of people said no, burn it to death. A lot of people said it's actually pretty cool. And I'll tell you one thing, okay? The guy wants 100,000 Rand for this car. I'll tell you one thing, okay? If this is a genuine bumper, genuine bonnet, genuine fenders, etc. I don't think the bumper's genuine, just looking at it again. But everything else, if it's genuine, it is worth a lot more than 100K. Okay, so I'll tell you that much. It's got an RB25. I had a funny comment on, I think it was either Instagram or TikTok about this, and someone said the engine looks like it came out of Toyota Taz. This is an RB25, son. It's dirty, but don't look like it came from a Taz. It does look a little bit weird here with the manifold and the turbo setup, gotta admit. Missing a rear windscreen, and the little quarter glass is not closing for some reason. The back looks weird, the car looks strange from the rear, but I think overall fitment was done quite well, and it's pretty impressive to actually see something like this, some sort of a conversion that's gone this deep for a price that's not that big. Doesn't have papers, but the car was SA Reg, so you could probably SA Reg it. I don't know. 100K. For the creativity and the effort that went into this, I've got to give this a 7 out of 10. Now, I found this R33, which I'm actually taking a couple cues with regards to the front, what do you call it, piped front. This is a Low Bros car. These guys got a YouTube channel and they're big on Instagram, drifters. R33. Now you'll see what I'm talking about. It looks pretty cool. Here's the piped front end. Now this is like quite a simple setup for me to do. Especially for me, like not knowing how to weld and all that stuff. I gotta get all these points right. I don't know what engine this is. Looking at it from that angle, doesn't say. Anyway, apparently not a cent to be spent. Who knows? It's a GTS-T, however, mine's a GTS, so this one is one up better than mine, but it's been gutted, so same. Not a lot of info, I don't know what engine, not a cent to be spared. Give the ad a 5 out of 10. Then I found this 300ZX project car. Not so great, we'll jump into that right away. It doesn't have papers. And it looks like it's been sitting for a while. There's grass growing into the engine bay. So that's quite scary straight off the bat. The paint is absolutely screwed. There's some rust here. It's not surface rust, that's balls deep rust. It's a T-top. I don't know how much he wants for this car. It could be super cheap. So it could be used as a parts car. It is an auto though. I wouldn't spend more than like, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20K on this car. Since it doesn't have paper, since an auto, since it's been sitting for God knows how long. It doesn't actually say. It looks like it's been sitting for a good couple of years. Unfinished project car. No papers. Cool Ruben. You know I like collecting shit. I'd probably buy this if it was cheap. 5 out of 10. Then we have this 280ZX. I think it may have been on the channel before. No, it hasn't. But this one's neat. It's 150K. Not a lot of info. It says in mint conditions in Hermanus. And I like it. No interior pics, no engine bay pics. Doesn't have the stock wheels, but it actually looks pretty damn good on these particular wheels. Give this car 6 out of 10. Then we got this beaut of a 34. Absolute beast. 2.1 mil. I've seen this car for sale. Sorry, I've seen this car before, not for sale. I've seen it in Speed and Sound or something. Gojira WP, Western Province. It's got those raised wing extenders. It's got the extra lip on the back. This is Z-Tune stuff, just by the by. I think it says I'm spooling. RB26, obviously. Big oil catch can setup. Changed the plenum. He's got HKS rails. Don't know what turbo that is. Strut brakes, coilovers. Huge intake. Sideways pick, normal pick. Oh, here we go. I actually didn't read through this. So, Steve Clark, GC Racing, that's good side Clark Racing, or No Sweat Racing. It's the most sought after GTR with prices skyrocketing. Now he's asking 2.1 million. Remember, you can land this car for about 2.2, also about 2.1, 2.2 in stock form. I'm talking base model, maybe a V-spec model. This has got LMGT4 wheels. The wheels alone are like 70k. He's got Z-Tune. I knew it was Z-Tune stuff. Z-Tune bumper, fenders, bonnet, Nismo side skirts, LED reverse lights. Dude's gone to town with this car. It's damn good. If you're going to be buying a GTR from overseas, importing one, you might as well get this. I got to give this, I mean everybody would give this a high one. It's got to be a 9 out of 10, especially for that price. I mean, it's shit high. I'd have to sell all my cars and one of my limbs. And then we've got this one all the way in Henneman, Free State. Willem. I've dealt with Willem. My Apexy Power FC that's sitting in my R32 GT-R came from Willem. I bought it from him years ago, like a good 5 years ago. I lost his number and I lost contact with Willem. So now I've got his number again. I don't know, maybe I'll give him a shout, but not going to be for buying the car. He's got a gorgeous R33. His engine bay is yellow. I'm not too sure about that, but it's got new tires, got big ass brakes. There's no pic of the actual top of it, but I don't know. It's yellow. Neat though. You want 700k, which is about right. You could land one from Japan for about 650 these days, but this has got a whole lot of work, and you can't land one from Japan with all the spec list on it. So again, good value for money here. I got to give Willem an 8 out of 10 for this R33. Absolutely gorgeous. Plus it looks like it's got new tires on it. Check there. Then we've got this 200 SX, which looks like it could be a project car. Make an offer. Take a look at the pics quickly. I think it's a GP Sports front bumper. Does it say anything like that? Nope. It's got that nice wing. I dig that wing. Tail lights would have been better with that wing. So CR18 DET. That respray is pretty crap. You've resprayed over parts and it's like, yeah. Ew, those seats are dodgy. But it comes with a screwdriver and it comes with electrical tape. And the steering wheel is abused. Nabila Solomon. 85k negotiable, has a body kit on it. It's SA Reg. The aircon needs to be regressed. Yeah, okay, decent as a project car, I guess, but not for that price. You drop good 25k on that. Anyway, you can get a 5 out of 10 for that one. Then, this has been on the channel before, but the price has dropped. Now 249k for this Z31 Turbo. Now this is Time Machine spec. We've been through it before. I'm not going to give it a rating. It's got that V6 turbo. Look at this. Everything is original. Everything. The pulleys, the flippin' radiator pipes. I don't think the alarm system is, but everything else is. Look at this. It's got this Chubb car secure. That's the alarm system. You gotta type in the code. It'll unlock the car. So cool. Look at this. Nothing is touched. This is the car you buy, and if you touch or modify something, you get slapped around badly. This is the one that you park off and you keep with covers on and climate controlled room. Screw it, I'll give it a number again. We'll go 8 out of 10 for this bad boy. And we got this 300ZX for 75k, cheap, but, always a but, Lesotho papers. Not Lesotho, Lesotho papers, unfortunately. So it's not reg, and is it the turbo version? No, it's NA. 75k unregistered car. I don't think it's such a great deal. Even if you had to buy it as a spare or parts car for your SA reg one, probably not worth it. You can't register it either. So that kind of sucks. Probably be better off selling it back in Lesotho. Who knows? 5 out of 10 for you. And then this R32 GT-R, which is selling here in Durban. It says, selling on behalf of my friend. The car has many extras, ran an engine. Ooh, I didn't read that. Engine ran a bearing, so car was parked off since. Ew, he's selling it cheap because it ran a bearing. Okay. Oof, it's got rust damage. That's nasty rust. Look. Who knows how bad the damage is on the engine. That's the risk that you got to take. But 450k is cheap. I was going to say it's very cheap if it was running. But now that we know there's an issue, I mean, you could probably knock him down to like 375, maybe 400k. At least I would try. I mean, I own one of these. I know the value of them now. I know how much I paid for it. Which was a joke. I'm not even going to tell you guys. Knock it down. Needs to be knocked down, especially with that rust damage. It looks fairly stock, other than the wheels. It's got the same N1 body kit that I've got on mine. Decent. No picture hunters and time wasters. Cool. A little bit too high, dude. I gotta say 7 out of 10. And then we got this proper JDM Nissan Presea 1.6 16 valve. Import car, have all necessary paperwork. You can spell necessary right, but you can't spell valve or alternator. Car needs wheels, alternator, and some TLC. Contact Courbus. Sorry, English is probably not your first language. I'm being mean. This is just satire, just by the way. I'm taking the piss. Needs a new side mirror. I don't know what the fuck happened here. Possibly someone left a 20 litre of paint on there and the car just sat. Bumper screwed, windscreen's cracked. 10 grand though, for something that's unusual. Kind of looks like a Mazda Etude. The rear, okay, block everything else out. Doesn't the rear lights on this picture look like an S14 Sylvia? Yes or no? Strange. I gotta give this shitbox like a 4 out of 10. And then we have this RX-8 SA registered. It's pretty cheap. It's in good running condition. And it's the high power version, so it's like 132 kilowatts. You want 70 grand for it. That's really not that bad if the car is in decent condition, and it looks like it is actually in pretty decent condition. There's a lot of beetles around the area, and that's probably why he wants to get rid of it, because it doesn't fit him. 70 grand, it's a steal. I wouldn't even, okay, me being me, try and knock it down still. But good price, very good price. You may swap for a small bucky. 7 out of 10 for this one. And then some more real JDM shit right here. Nissan Infiniti Q45. Okay, this is a big ass family sedan. This was contending with the Lexus of the time, which would have been the GS300. It's about the same size. This is a lot uglier. And this was pretty powerful. Yeah, 207, 4.5 liters. This is a 4.5 liter V8 in here. So it would actually be continuing with the Lexus GS430 or the LS430. I know this will be continuing with the LS series. This is a boat, 1990 model. But check this. Isn't that registered? NW. Oh no, I saw it. ACG. I don't know, is this car SA Ridge? It's got a thing here. I don't know. Could be. If it's SA Ridge, I mean, you could pick up something that's highly unusual. If you're into that whole, I don't know, like old Jag scene and old Lexus scene, VIP stuff. Sweep it up. 6 out of 10, because I don't know if it's SA Reg. And then this car's popped up before. I don't know why I opened this up, but the car needs to be resprayed. Apparently everything's complete. That doesn't look complete to me. It looks like it's in pieces. Wants 120k for it. Heap of extra parts included. Don't know what it is. Is it a twin turbo model? Is it, what is it? Who knows? Crappy ad. 4 out of 10. Just for your Honda boys. I only did this for you guys. I am based in Tembisa at Lambo. You can come and view the car. There's nothing to fix. Let's see if there's something to fix. JDM as fuck. don't know so much about those. I mean, it's pretty cool. You've gone the extra mile. You've even got a real cage. Is that a cage in the back? Look, I like the effort. It's the only Honda I'm showing in tonight's video. Well done. I think well done on what you've got. 50k is probably not too much to ask for what is done. I see something wrong. Your door handle. You need to fix your door handle. Ha! There's something to fix. You said nothing to fix. I found the door handle. There might be something else that's bust. Check. Where's your door handle, bruh? Cool. Cool car nonetheless. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. This came up in a live stream the other day. The guy wanted 70 or 75k. One of you guys, I forgot who, someone asked Beastmax. I think it might have been Beastmax. And the car is Mozambican registered. The guy wants 75k for it. It's a 4-door. We calculated during my live stream that we could land one in South Africa, the same spec, the same model, all that shit. You can't, obviously, because it's not a collector's item. But if you could land it with the RB25 Neo and all that junk, exactly the same, without the stripes, for like 50k, or under 50k. But we can't, anyway. So what's the point? Mozambique registered and it's a 4-door. There. 5 out of 10. Oh shit, I stand corrected, there's another Honda. Okay, I meant Civic, that was the only Civic for the night. Pristine Jap spec, Flint black factory color, glass roof. Cool, sounds cool. No ridiculous offers, open swaps and rear wheel drive cars. Hey, MR2, that's more interesting. Don't knock me, Honda guys. D1 spec. Seats are cool. It's got a gear lock on it. Very JDM. I like it. Price is a bit higher. I don't know what they're valued at. I don't know what, if they're sought after, or I'd rather sell it stock to a more passionate Honda person. Fair enough. One of your Honda guys could buy it. It looks decent. It looks okay. I'll give this a 7 out of 10 because I know nothing about it, but I think it's cool. Wait, that's a different steering wheel. It is too. The other steering wheel is better, dude. Okay, this is a good price. Okay. Subaru swap for breakdown. I don't know what that means. Do you want a broken ass car? Because I've got that R33 that screwed it. Crashed. No, look, I don't know what the hell you're talking about here. 2000, 2277, 2000. I'm guessing it's a 2000 model. I don't know. It's a shit advert. There's one picture, I don't understand what he's talking about, and he wants 80k for the car. Price is like market related. Whatever. Good tires. New tires, I don't know if they're good, but new tires. 6 out of 10. No, shit ad. 5 out of 10. Then we got this one. 2.5 turbo. So someone's done an EJ25 swap. It was 90k, now it's 79. It's got a sunroof. So this is what they refer to as the WRX Premium back in 2005. That only came out in 2005. I know this because I had a WRX Premium. I had a STI wing on the back, and I had the boot swap from an STI. Actually, the entire boot came off an STI. I had a whole lot of shit done to mine. And this could actually be that car. I doubt it, but... Dude, why did you put that in here? What's this? Anyway, 80k could get you this thing. I don't know. 6 out of 10. And then I keep getting hounded by you guys for this, a Sabre. I know nothing about the Sabre. I think it's got an SR20 DE in it. It says the GXI 200, so I'm assuming it's a 2-liter. That intake thingy, it's a Northwest Province car. That looks nice. That looks decent. It's an SR20, but not the DET. It's got mids. It's got messed up leather. It's got no, that's not leather at all. It's got a stockish steering wheel, and it's got 290,000 kilometers on the clock. Carpets look okay, except for that. I mean, you take this picture, shouldn't you like just push that up or just cable tie it? Man was spraying down his engine bay, covered his intake, didn't cover his electricals, no aircon. I see an R30 Skyline or R31. 6 out of 10, I don't know anything about Sabres. And then this thing has got a Lexus V8 swap in this RX-8. I lost the papers. Starts up and drives, just marshed the clutch, blah 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 blah. 45k with something with lost papers seems a little bit dodgy. How do you lose papers? Surely if you lost them you can get the VIN number, you can go and sort that out at the licensing department and then get more for the vehicle. Who knows? 6 out of 10. And then this was in that live stream the other night as well. There's a 34, is that 34? I think so. They were really small pictures. This was a shit box. I'm not going to give it a rating, it'll probably be even worse now. It's sitting at the Rock Raceway at the mechanic place, and it's got a 1J in it, NA turbo. It's got 2 fuel pumps and blah blah blah. 48k, the car looks fucking disgusting. Needs to be wired and set up. I don't know, whatever. Next one's cheap. 10 grand lands you this Celica. Looks like an ST202, normally aspirated, front wheel drive. More than likely has no papers. It's got a 3SGE in it, and it's cheap. It's dirt cheap. I don't know if it runs, whatnot. There's a window that belongs here. Who knows why it's off. That's a bloody good price, even if you wanted to do something with this car. I don't know what, but cheap. Then we've got the Subaru, also cheap, 13 grand. Front end sold, no motor, front end sold, rims, I don't know. 5 out of 10 for this thing. And then we've got another GTSE, so it's got the 3S GTE engine in this one. Must be a swap. This is also ST202. Maybe it doesn't. GTSE. Maybe it doesn't have the engine. Ooh, no, I think it does. This looks like the turbocharged one. Must have been dropped in here. Car's not SA reg. So we just give this a 5 out of 10. There's probably nothing we can really do with it. And then I've saved the best 2 for last. Funny enough, they're both red S14s, and they're both friends of mine. And both of these cars have come to my house at the same time. Now the first one, you can't get any more JDM than this. Unfortunately, he has to sell the car. He's got a business that he's opening and he needs the crown. It's an S14, 1995. I believe this car was built by Reslo Racing, who's like godlike when it comes to the SR motors. He's got quite a bit of stuff done to it, except for the rods and the head. That's stock. Exhaust, decent exhaust. He's got 2 shotgun things in the back. I said that funny. Power Spirit. Power Spirit's basically the boating version of a Garrett, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's got a small exhaust housing. That means it's going to spool very quickly. I dig this. It's got an Apexy Power FC with a hand controller, just like my RX-7 and GT-R. It's got a map sensor, which is cool, just like my RX-7. It's got oil pressure, oil temp. It's got unknown brand of coilovers, blah blah blah, T37 reps. Anyway, he's selling the car with the reps at 155 or without the reps at 145. Either way, super good price for the car, to be honest. Bumper's a little bit screwy, but the rest of the car is pretty neat. It's mint. There's the engine bay. It's got some glitter type paint on here. I don't know if that's been repaired, but that's cool. That's different. And then he's got where is it? He's got SR of the World on here. That I thought it was SPZ at once. It's SR of the World. And then he's got a Cobra seat, and he's got that same gear knob that I used to have in my 32. Ew. Glad I got rid of it. There's the Apexy Piracy hand controller. So that's the one car. There is a video if you guys want to check out. It's called Two Big Specs Sylvia S14 Came to Visit, and they came to my house, both of them, and I did a little bit of a walk around. There's 2 of them, and we took a look at engine bays and whatnot. So we're gonna take a look at the other one. Right now, this is the other one. This has got a little bit more of an in-depth build. Fully forged bottom end with a whole lot of work that's got into it. Very similar turbo that's on the car. I think it's also a Power Spirit if I'm not mistaken. Here, Power Spirit. Same exhaust sizing, and got an intercooler from Mr. Turbo, radiator, sorry, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So estimated to do around 500 horsepower, and he's got Brian Crower cams as well. Also screwy front bumper, but both cars cool nonetheless. Both of them have Cape Town number plates. He came from Cape Town. I don't know, I'm not mentioning names here, but I don't know where the other guy came from and why it's got Cape Town plates, but it is what it is. These two cars are both friends of mine. If I had the money, I would buy them both, but I've also been told that if I buy any more cars right now, I will be looking for another place to live by myself. So that is it. Both these cars are cool. I would try to snap them up. Both are cool in their own way. That is it for the video. I'm not giving these ratings because they're both friends of mine, but very, very high ratings for both. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.